Hello, Leo, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of May 4th through May 10th, and during that time, we'll have a first quarter moon, and that comes in on the 5th or the 6th, kind of depending on where you are. And that can be a time where you feel impulsive or impatient, where your mind is a little bit active, just kind of a lot of energy going on there. And then we move into the waxing gibbous moon, and that kind of releases that tense energy and allows for deeper understanding and outlook, and a really good time to kind of let your intuition guide you and be introspective, and a good time for just getting things done. So, oh, we have a card flying out that we are going to take for you here, Leo. So this will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter this week. So, of course, Leo, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is look at the bigger picture. All right, we'll see what the Leo Collective has going on this week. The card was jumping out at me there. And Leo, while I'm shuffling, I would like to say that since my readings are free to you, all that I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button, which is right down here. And if you like my reading, you can hit the like button as well. That would be great. But that really helps my channel, and it's super, super easy for you to do. And so I will give you a second right now just to do that. Thank you so, so much, Leo. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and helping me build a community here. I'm seeing repeating faces, and I just want to say that I see you and I appreciate you, and thank you so much. So also, my weekly reminder for this week would be that you notice the world around you, not just this week, but every week, every day. And that would be for the synchronicities that the universe is putting in front of us. So this could be anything from animals or repeating numbers, or, a song that kind of, has some lyrics that are pertaining to something you're going through. And today I'll focus on kind of conversations, overheard conversations. And this happened to me the other day in the grocery store, where I was walking by and someone was on their phone, and you could see that they were on their phone and talking. And a few words as they passed by that I just heard a little bit of were actually something that seemed very relevant to my own life. And so those sort of synchronicities happen to me all the time. I'm just reminding you to kind of be on the lookout for those as the universe speaks to you, because those are like the little clues and breadcrumbs for you to follow that show you clarity on your unique path. So just my little reminder for you. All right, Leo, May 4th through May 10th. Look at the bigger picture. Let's see what you guys have going on. Your present energy, Knight of Wands. So some sort of action coming in here in the passion realm. And this could be, this could be having to do with anything, really, anything in your life that kind of drives you, that you're passionate about, something that you just really, really enjoy. This could be something or actually some person. So something going on here in the passion realm for you. Your current situation is justice. So coming to some sort of truth when it comes to this. And so it is, like I said, it's involving something or someone that you really care a lot about, and something you put a lot of time and energy into it. But it looks like there's some sort of truth coming in about that for you this week. At the root of your situation is that you're coming to some sort of ending. And here we are with more wands, right? So we've got the Knight of Wands and this 10 of Wands here. So some sort of ending on something that, again, is a passion thing. This could be something that's wrapping up inside or outside of you, but some sort of kind of a closure that you're coming through. And I am being called to say that for some of you, it'll just be kind of an inner thing that you're working on, or something that you've been working on, and it kind of just comes to a close, like you're just kind of done thinking about it. What is just behind you is a little bit of stability here. And this could be, in the financial realm, in the worldly realm, in the material realm. But that you're coming into this kind of on some stable ground, into this way of thinking. What is on your mind this week is the Lover's card. So this could be that you are either wrapping up a relationship or about to enter into a new relationship, and you're being called again to look at the bigger picture. So if you're wrapping something up, you're I'm seeing a 10 here with an ending, and this is something in the passion realm, right, that you're kind of closing up. And again, I was called to say that this is a mental thing. So it could be that this relationship has been over, but you've been kind of processing it and going through it. and you're coming to some sort of truth about, about it. This could be, this is where, sometimes it takes a while for those things to kind of come to mind and come to conclusion within your mind, even if you're wrapping something up. Or for some of you, so some of you are wrapping up, but for some of you, it could be that you're ready for a relationship or for a renewal of a current relationship that you're in. So look at the bigger picture when it comes to, I'm going to say, your romantic life this week. What is just ahead of you is the Knight of Swords. So now we've got two knights. These are our action cards. So, where this Knight of Wands is, he's pretty calm, cool. He's moving pretty rapidly. He's not as calm as like our Knight of Cups, but the Knight of Wands here, he's kind of taking action and moving pretty steadily towards something in a rapid race. But Knight of Swords is moving so rapidly that he's scaring his horse. Look, I would like to look at his little horse face there, because the horse is like, what is that? What are you doing? So this is moving, and this is like charge. This is charging ahead. And because it's air energy, this could be charging ahead, intellectually, that you have a thought in your mind and you're ready to just go charge ahead with it. It's also in the way of how you're speaking. So some of you that are in this meeting someone or in this relationship renewal phase, it could be that you just put the message out there right away that you want to do this, and you start laying out the cards of how you want to do this. Or you may meet someone and ask them out immediately. So you may try to move very forward on someone that you meet. Again, we're going to look at the bigger picture. In your advice position is the Four of Cups. So your advice is there something being offered that's right in front of you that you're not even open to seeing? So, for some of you, there may be a person in your midst that you're not looking at in the way that you should be yet. So that makes sense. So it could be that there's a person kind of on the periphery and you're not really thinking about them as a romantic partner, but maybe it's something you should be a little bit more open to, because looks like there is some sort of cup being offered to you and you're kind of like, yeah, whatever. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to, again, if you're single, people on the periphery that you may have not totally been paying attention to before. What is beyond your control this week is the Death card. So here we go with this ending. So it is beyond your control to wrap something up here. And again, this could be internally, and this could have left you a little bit dissatisfied. If this is your, in your advice position, this card here, again, pay attention to things on the periphery or things that you might not have paid attention to before, but beyond your control is that you're definitely, in this ending. And again, this could just be in your own head that you've wrapped things up and you're just done thinking about it, right? What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid? Is the Ace of Cups. So again, secret desire, your cup overflowing. We're looking at the bigger picture of your love life. And is it your secret desire to meet someone? And is that person kind of on your periphery somewhere already that's out there? Again, pay attention to some of those people that you may have overlooked, or maybe because you've been in this phase of this ending and just kind of psychologically focused on that you have not opened your eyes to people that may be around you. And this could be this could be like an associate. This could be someone or a friend of a friend, or just someone that's kind of been around. So anyway, because this card is your big question of the week. This is it your secret desire for your heart to be overflowing, or are you trying to avoid that right now? So that's kind of your big question of the week, Leo. In your outcome position is the Ten of Pentacles. So, I feel like you are looking at the bigger picture, and this is definitely a bigger picture card. This is about wealth, security. This is building a future that is stable. This isn't about just finding someone for a quick, fun thing. This is about really looking for someone that's going to be there long term, and someone that you can really build, that generational, not only just wealth and happiness, and kind of build a family with. So, very interesting here, Leo. Let's see what's hidden from you this week. What is hidden from you is the Emperor. So This is our card of leadership and control. This is kind of our the big daddy of the deck, that he's in control, decisive. Um, kind of has Leo aspects, even though I think this is actually the card of Aries, but um I kind of feel those Leo aspects, and Leos can be very confident and dominating, and they know what they want and they go after it. They're not afraid to go for it. And that might be a little bit hidden from you, are those aspects this week. And I feel like a lot of this again is internal, that you're kind of thinking this all through. You're coming to some sort of mental ending, and with that mental ending is maybe making you think, you know what, here's what I'm going to be looking for, and my heart is open to looking for that, because it's something that's more about long-term security and like family building. Again, the bigger picture, Leo. So you're going to take a look at that this week. Let's see if we can get a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final word for Leo from May 4th through the 10th. Do what you love. And, that's, to me, that's where you find the people that you need to be with, because when you're doing what you love, you meet other people in that same realm that are doing what they love. So that's great advice, I think. And ask with sincerity. So if you do meet someone and you're going to ask them out, be sincere about it. I don't feel like you're going to come off as your normal dominating you, and that might be actually a good thing this week. But also, if this is internal, the advice is to continue doing what you love. This situation, the bigger picture will come to you. The more that you are on the right path, the more that path becomes clear in front of you, and things get put in front of you in a positive way if you're thinking about a very positive future for yourself. I hope that makes sense, Leo. So, Leo, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I do hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use. If you're comfortable with sharing, of course, please leave me a comment and let me know what it is that you might be going through. I love to get that kind of feedback. It helps me connect with you. I do post weekly readings, so come back next week and we'll see if this energy continues, if this story unfolds. I have noticed with Leo that it takes several weeks for Leo to, like, you guys are, it tends to be like the slowest sign in order of going through something and accomplishing, where some of the other signs are just very quick. They go through things very quickly, and they're next week they're on to the next thing. But I've noticed with Leo that it takes you guys a little bit longer. It's very, very interesting to me. So anyway, if you like my reading style, Leo, of course, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really does help me, and I appreciate it so much. And most importantly, it'll help you find me next week. So, Leo, thanks and good luck with this situation, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.